Hey, and welcome to another Main Contained Fishing podcast. We're finally back on this thing. We've taken a little break, had a little scare at work with some health issues, but we're all clear now after all the testing. So we're back at it. So tonight, what we're going to do is bring you the 2025 tournament schedule along with some of the hook and reel hub access that you will have as a kayak fisherman if you are coming to the state of Georgia or if you're in the state of Georgia. So we're going to kick this thing off and sit back, relax, and let's get this 2025 tournament information out to you. And welcome back. So we're here to give you the SEGKBF 2025 schedule, what we got going on online on Tourney X, and of the Georgia Tour Kayak Series, which is live tournaments that are held here in Georgia. So with that being said, let's kick this thing off. So we've got 4 different types of tournaments that are available for you kayak fishermen out there in 2025. We have enjoyed running this type series for the last couple of years, and we hope that you can join us online or in person. So with that being said, what we're going to do, we're going to continue to do the Weekend Warrior Series, but we kind of changed the format this year coming up in 2025. We're going to a 5-fish limit. It's going to be on a 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I've had some people reach out to me and ask me if we could do it that way. And I said, sure, let's try it. Because some people go to church on Sunday and can't get out to fish on a 2-day, and people work on Friday, can't fish on Friday. So we're going to do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can fish all 3 days. You can fish one day, but it's your best 5 fish. We're keeping the tournament fee at $28 entry fee, which is kind of low, but we want to get people introduced to this type series, and it's like a beginner type series. Get your feet wet in the kayak fishing, measuring fish on a catch board or a Yak Attack leaderboard. And yes, we are going to the Yak Attack leaderboard this year. We have a dual measuring device. So either the catch board, the metal, or the polycarbonate stuff, and the Yak Attack leaderboard will be our official measuring devices of all tournaments hosted on the SEGKBF. This Weekend Warrior Series is strictly online nationwide, so everybody can fish. The tournament series will run from March to October of 2025. There will be a $20 membership fee if you're going to fish for Angler of the Year. So we kept our membership. We didn't go and increase in price this year for our membership fee. But if you want to get into the Angler of the Year points race for the Weekend Warrior Series, it's $20. You can go over to SEGKBF.com, look under the membership tab, and you can actually pay your membership right through the website. So also the Weekend Warrior Series is only one weekend a month. So you can it'll be a predetermined weekend. Everything is already set up on Tourney X. So if you go over there and search Weekend Warrior Series, all the tournaments are already on there. So you can kind of look, kind of see what the dates are, see which ones you want to fish, and definitely join us. So this next series is kind of new. Kind of had an angler post this on Facebook in a group, and I kind of said, well, that's that'd be a good one because we have some great public fishing areas here in the state of Georgia. So we're going to run this a monthly. It'll be for the whole month online. It's the Georgia Public Fishing Area online tournaments. So the deal is that you must fish one of the Georgia Public Fishing areas ran by the Department of Natural Resources in order to what is the word, to fish this series, more or less. There are, they're throughout the state of Georgia. You have some in the south, some in the mid, and some in the north. So everybody has a chance to kind of get to the public fishing areas. The tournament fee for this one is like $45. An angler for the tournament fee. Also, this tournament series will run March through October. And also, you can get into the angler points race by paying the $20 membership fee. So each one of these series that I'm going to talk about, each have an angler of the year points race. So, like I said, this is a new series that we've kicked off this year, and hopefully it'll get out and get in front of some anglers and get out to Georgia and fish the public fishing areas that Georgia has throughout the state. There are some that have big fish. So you just got to get out there and learn them and catch them. So the next one is a tournament series that I've been running for the last couple of years, is the Kayak Nationwide series. I've had some pretty good luck with this type. It's strictly an online series for the whole nationwide. But yeah, it's $45 to enter this tournament as well. This series will run through March through October, and we'll also have an angler points race on this one. So all the series have an angler of the year points race. So I figured it's kind of, you kind of compete, have a competition, more or less, not compete, have a competition among anglers fishing these series. So the last one is the Georgia Tour Kayak Series. We ran this last year. This series is ran strictly in Georgia. It is predetermined locations throughout Georgia. I can go ahead and tell you that what we've set up this year, we're going to have a March, April, May tournament. We're going to skip June and July just because of vacation in the hot days here in Georgia and just the amount of boat traffic on these big reservoirs. And then we'll start back up in August and September and run the championship round in October. So what we're gonna fish in March is Juliet. We're gonna hit Lake Juliet. It is a new lake added to the series this year. In April, we're going to Lake Sinclair out of Millersville. In May, we are going to Clarks Hill up in Augusta. August, we're going back to Sinclair. In September, we're going back to Juliet. And then in October, we're fishing the championship round on Sinclair. So we are getting things stacked up here for the Georgia Tour Kayak Series. The tournament fee for this is $65 per angler. So in this series, if you come in the top 3 of any tournament, you automatically qualify to fish the championship round, and then the top 10% out of each tournament will qualify as well. So that kind of rounds up the type of tournaments that we're going to be running for 2025. Everything will be on the website. If you go over to SEGKBF.com and look at the website, you'll see the tournament information. You'll see the new hook and reel hub that we just released last month. As the day is December 1st. Man, this year has passed, gone by quick, right? So we are releasing a lot of information on the website. So you've got to get over to the website to find out the information. Yeah. So with the hook and reel, let's take a little commercial break right quick. Omnia Fishing app, the Pro. If you have not tried this app, they have a free version as well. But if you get the Pro, you get a lot more. So we're going to kick off a little commercial break from them right quick, and we're going to come back and kind of introduce you, kind of show you things on the hook and reel hub. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in a minute.
Omnia Pro gives you the confidence to eliminate dead water on thousands of lakes across the U.S. Exclusively through Omnia, utilize our map layers containing critical real-time satellite information to see water temperature, water clarity, and important weather data all in one place, along with 1-foot contours from Navionics and detailed CMAP social mapping. Matched with Omnia's industry-leading loyalty credit program on all your tackle and gear needs, this is the only app you need in your arsenal for success on the water.
That is right. The only arsenal you need to have success on the water. It's a great app. I've been using it for the last couple of months. Man, it gives you a lot of information on the Pro. And you can even put your fishing reports in there and gain money back if somebody buys the bait or rod, reel, line, hooks. They give you a percentage back. So what's so good about the Pro? You get free shipping. So let's hop into this hook and reel app that we have built and kind of give you not the ins and outs of it, but we just want to kind of show you what information is available to you on this hook and reel app, or not app, but the website. So when you pull up the website on your telephone, the first thing that's going to pop up is the hook and reel right here. So you can click that and it goes right into the hub. So kind of gives you the outline of the resource. I'm trying to get this light situated here. Kind of gives you the outline of the resource. So at the very bottom, you're going to see some red and black boxes. It says fishing licenses, rules and regulations, register your kayak, types of bass, public fishing areas, state parks, rivers, and angler perspectives. So if you just click on fishing license, it's going to bring up the Georgia fishing license stuff. In this, you can read, this is like a one-stop shop. You don't have to search the endless counts of the internet to find the information. It's right here on the hub. So you'll be able to, it gives you step-by-steps on how to purchase your fishing license if you're from out of state, to create an account with the Georgia Department of Natural Resources, stuff like that. Next is the rules and regulations, kind of a breakdown of all the rules and regulations containing the bass fishing, more or less, in Georgia. Kind of gives you a breakdown. Certain lakes, certain PFAs in Georgia have a length or what we call a slot limit. So kind of breaks it down for you. You can even register your kayak on here. If you got a motorized kayak, you can hit the register your kayak. There's 2 forms that you need, bill of sale and their form to get it registered. We've even added the types of bass that you can catch in Georgia, from shoal bass to largemouth to spotted bass so it includes all your black bass species. So, public fishing areas. We have the public fishing areas on here. It just kind of gives you an address of the public fishing area, some basic information. It's got fishing piers, concrete boat ramps, bathrooms, any kind of like picnic shelters, things like that. If you go over to state parks, it's the same thing. We didn't put all the state parks. We just kind of put what state parks in the southeast of Georgia. You just got to remember, state parks do have a parking fee of $5. So just make sure you give the state $5 to park your vehicle at the boat ramp. But it just kind of gives you different aspects of what state parks have to offer. Rivers. I grew up on the rivers down here in southeast Georgia, so I felt it was a need to kind of give an aspect of what baits, what launches to put in for on the rivers here in southeast Georgia. So it goes from the Ogeechee River to Canoochee River to Hoopie River. Locations where boat ramps are located with on the rivers and what counties. Bullock County, Chatham County, Ebenezer Creek, some other areas. Kind of give you an option of where to fish. And you can actually go on the Omnia Fishing app and search some of these places and look what I've caught them on. So we're going to be adding. And the last thing, let me do this before I go into this next little segment. Angler perspectives. This section is geared towards the inspiring stories and experiences that kayak anglers have, how they got into kayak fishing, what made them get into kayak fishing, or what they enjoy about it, or what they hate about it, things like that. So if you click on there, there's a interview I done with 2 kayak anglers. They hadn't been in the game very long. If you just hit that, it takes you to the video. So yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, so all the like all your tabs for the public fishing area, state parks, and the rivers will have interactive maps on there. We're fixing to update that where you have interactive maps. So you just go right there and click on it, and kind of brings up a map for you, and just kind of easy to navigate. You can drop a pin on there and put your driving directions, move it over to your driving directions, and they take you right to the boat ramp or the state park or the public fishing area. But yeah, so in January of 2025, we also going to release some new information on the hub. And this is geared for, I guess, for people looking to get into kayak bass fishing, and some things that we're going to cover is how you get started in tournament fishing, especially kayak tournament fishing, how to reach out people that's already doing it, getting information from them. We're going to look at budget-friendly setups, from kayaks to rod and reels to tackle boxes to tackle. And we're going to do instructional videos for beginners or intermediate people. feel like there's so much information out there that people look for that is not given, especially when you're fishing particular areas or bodies of water, and how to use mapping to break down bodies of water and to kind of find out where the fish may be in certain times of the year. And I use Omnia Fishing app for that. So that's we're gonna kind of show you how to pull up something on Google Earth, compare it to Omnia Fishing, kind of break it down. Because I have, like I said in previous conversation here, I have the Pro Series, so I'll be able to look at water clarity, contour mapping, things like that, and kind of show you how the app breaks it down and compared to Google Earth. I had to find good places to fish during the summer, to points, to ledges, to structure, to lily pads, whatever. But yeah, that's our breakdown. I like everybody to get over to SEGKBF.com, look up the Hook and Reel Hub, kind of tell me your thoughts. What can we add to make it better for everyone? You can shoot me an email over at daniel@segkbf.com and just tell me your thoughts on what can be added for the state of Georgia, so we can get more people involved in the outdoors in the state. If you have any questions on tournaments, any of the tournaments that we host, please reach out to me as well, and we'll get them talked about. If you need to ask any questions, we can answer your questions. If you're planning out your 2025 season, I go ahead and tell you that the Weekend Warrior Series, the Georgia Public Fishing Area Online Series, and the Kayak Nationwide Series is live on TourneyX at tourneyx.com. Just do a search for Southeast Georgia Kayak Bass Fishing. You can search clubs, and all the tournaments will be right there. So you can go ahead and plan out your 2025 season. Get on the water, catch some fish, have a good time, have some good fellowship time with other anglers. So we're going to close it out with this. Always wear your PFD while you're on the water, and we're going to fish on.